Welcome to this explainer. We're diving straight into an incredibly moving piece of source material today. We're going to unpack a beautifully crafted Kannada devotional song by Dr. Rabindranath Tagore. But we aren't just looking at lyrics on a page here. No, we are going on a deeply cinematic journey of family, legacy, and faith, one that ultimately culminates at the sacred site of Shirdi Sai Baba. You see, this song isn't just about one single man's devotion. It's actually structured like a massive, sheltering tree. You've got roots firmly planted in the past, a sturdy trunk grounded in the present, and branches reaching way out toward the future. By mapping out this devotional surrender across multiple generations, we uncover what is essentially a masterclass in leaving a lasting legacy. So let's start unpacking this beautiful generational tree together.
Just think about the number 20. It's absolutely not a passing statistic. It is the emotional anchor of this entire journey. For 20 long years, the narrator carried this deep, burning yearning inside him. That's 2 full decades of waiting, hoping, and anticipating the exact moment he could finally step foot on the sacred soil of Shirdi. Just pause and think about what it actually means to wait 20 years for a single spiritual milestone. That sheer accumulation of time brings an incredible, almost overwhelming emotional weight to the very first steps he takes on this journey.
Section 1. A 20-year spiritual calling.
These words perfectly capture that immediate, overwhelming sense of gratitude he feels upon arriving. Sai, you called, I came running. There is absolutely no hesitation here. Those 20 years of yearning, they instantly dissolve right into the physical act of bowing his head to the soil of Shirdi. It's such a beautifully vivid picture of surrender. After holding on to this dream for so long, the narrator is simply saying, I am here, and I am blessed. It's just this incredibly raw moment of pure, unadulterated relief and devotion.
Section 2. Honoring Roots and Departed Souls.
Now, this journey isn't a solitary one. The narrative beautifully pans out here to reveal exactly who is standing right beside him, and it gives us one of the most poetic moments in the entire piece. We are introduced to his mother, and we see this stunning role reversal. On the one hand, we have the past. She held my hand to guide my early steps. She was the protector, the ultimate guide. But on the other hand, the present, I hold her hand to bring her to the divine. The son is now the guide, gently leading the very woman who gave him life toward her own spiritual fulfillment. It is a highly cinematic contrast that speaks volumes about familial duty and enduring love.
And that mother is Chandramma. She is 85 years old, representing the deeply respected living matriarch of this family. At 85, she's literally the foundational root of their spiritual journey. She is physically present and anchoring the family's devotion in real, lived wisdom. Bringing an 85-year-old mother on this long-awaited journey really amplifies the profound respect the narrator holds for his origins.
But you know, honoring your roots also means remembering the ones who can no longer physically make the journey with you. The narrator completely selflessly pauses his own moment of triumph to ask for eternal peace for his departed loved ones. He remembers his father, Mutapepa, who passed away a year ago, noting that the memory hasn't faded one bit. He remembers his beloved Shobha, whose memory remains totally vivid in his mind even after 6 years. And notice the highly specific nature of his prayer here. He doesn't ask for a reversal of fortune or some kind of personal gain. He asks purely for peace for their souls and their salvation at the divine's feet. It is an act of pure, selfless remembrance.
Section 3. Blessings for the branches.
Moving upward along the trunk of our generational tree and out into the branches, the song maps out these incredibly deliberate, future-facing hopes for the young adults. Take Ravi Kiran, for example. He asked that his path be lit with truth and wisdom, and crucially, that his progress is always accompanied by humility and good deeds. For Pallavi and Gopalakrishna, the request is for a life where love and peace always reside. And for Vijayalakshmi, a life filled with joy and the radiant light of peace. The really crucial point to take away here is that the narrator is prioritizing profound moral virtues and inner tranquility over mere material success. He's asking for them to be good people, not just successful ones.
Continuing all the way out to the freshest, newest branches of our family tree, the song maps out blessings for the youngest members. For Shivansh, the prayer is that his dreams may bloom and that good culture, meaning good values, grows within him. For sweet Shreya, he simply asks to protect her innocent smile and bless her little steps. And finally, for Adhyatharini, the baby, the absolute joy of the house, he asks that her life be made auspicious in divine grace. By naming them specifically, Shivansh, Shreya, Adhyatharini, the song brilliantly connects these specific names to the universal, relatable hopes every single one of us has for the innocence, safety, and prosperity of our own children.
Section 4. A 4-generation spiritual surrender.
Now, this is where all those individual prayers consolidate into a massive collective offering.
But right before he makes that final offering, the narrator lays down the absolute moral core of the source material. If wealth comes, let there be service. If knowledge comes, let there be humility. Even as you grow tall, let humanity remain. Just wow. It is a stunningly beautiful, timeless takeaway. The narrator is acknowledging that worldly achievements, wealth, knowledge, growing tall in stature are fine, but they are completely meaningless if ego takes over. He is explicitly urging his descendants to remain grounded, to remain humane, no matter how high those branches reach into the sky.
And here is the true scope of this devotion. The source explicitly mentions an unbroken chain of 4 generations. We start with Generation 1, Mother Chandramma, the 85-year-old matriarch. Through Generation 2, the narrator himself acting as the present-day guide, extending to Generation 3, the young adults we mentioned, who serve as the study branches. All the way down to Generation 4, baby Ajya Tharini, representing the totally limitless potential of the future. It's 4 distinct generations, all completely united in this one singular, powerful spiritual moment at the soil of Shirdi.
Which leads us to the ultimate act of devotional surrender. My family is my offering. Today is yours, forever is yours. After 20 long years of waiting, the narrator doesn't ask for a single personal favor. He doesn't ask for wealth or success for himself. Instead, he takes the entirety of his family, their past, their present, and their future, and just places it at the feet of the divine. He literally offers the whole tree.
It's just a remarkable piece of storytelling that really forces us to look inward. Dr. Robin Roth's song isn't just about his specific journey. It's practically a mirror held up to our own lives. When you look at your own generational tree, what exactly are you cultivating? Are you asking for wealth, or are you asking for humility and service? I want to leave you with this lingering thought. What legacy of values and devotion will your family carry forward? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer today, and I highly encourage you to reflect on the roots and branches of your own life.